their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go,
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And now off to the races down the right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, gun.
Check the call.
Mike.
Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. And 80 have taken the early lead. Ready in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 80!
50. Watch the pass.
I got this.
Mike's 50.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs. And he's
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Mahomes. And his pass, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
There goes a deep ball in, and it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 22, Garoppolo, blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he floated one out there incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, baby. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 37. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards, and the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The extra point up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! I got this.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, 15.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Squeeze, double.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. High throw, but the catch is made. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you get.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike 50.
I got this.
Here we go.
12, fellas, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is.
Here we go.
Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, alert!
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 24-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The first throw for Henne, the veteran backup. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums. What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 18 Gator. Topper. Start.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Henning. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Let's go. Head logo. Now. Ready?
They will run again with Coleman. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
18 Gator. 61. Match box white.
Now Hill. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On third down, here's Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Ready, set. Watch 57. 6-6. Pull it high. Crunch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wells. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set. Look at Pittsburgh. 50 seconds to mine. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
There's certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Penny. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A give to Hyde out of the gun. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. 10 more there and another first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Ready?
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Let's put that team on the hunt.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 17.
Mike, 50. Right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Look at me, zipper.
56 to Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.